Good afternoon, kings and queens. Thank y'all for being patient and early. Y'all know we starting on time. I'm switching it up a little bit this afternoon, guys, because you already know what we got going on. We're 2 days, guys. We're 2 days to launch, and right now we got some overflow going on. So vibe with me, guys, while we wait on our sisters and brothers to get on in. He's my rock, my protection, and my safety. I thank him all the time and every time that he wake me. Even when he take me, shake me, and break me to shape me and make me into something new. For too long I was lost, weary and pitiful. Faith ain't able to no longer be critical. There's no limit to the things that my God could do. Trust him, I trust him, and he'll deliver you. Victory is here, get ready for miracles. Who ready for their miracle? Who ready for their overflow for this month of October? These lives that we impacting and is about to change, God. Who is grateful to be on this call tonight? I need to see something in the chat. I mean, drop where you from, where you being grateful from this afternoon. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with me. Who grateful out here this afternoon?
And ears haven't heard the kind of blessings that's about to follow. That's about to follow me. Come on, there we go. 'Cause victory is here.
Yeah.
Keep your feet out the door. That's a new thing. Yeah.
Get ready for overflow. I know I'm ready. Nobody ain't grateful. I don't see anything in the chat. Y'all must not be grateful this afternoon. Grand rising, my blaze, baby. 3 minutes and starting, y'all. You better be grateful and prayed up, Joy, baby. This is your overflow season. You better claim it, girl. Ready for overflow. All right, DC in the building, dropping where y'all chiming in from this afternoon. Y'all know we international impact over profits, not playing no games 2020. Let's bring it in strong for 2021, guys. Let's impact some lives. Pull our people up out the trenches where we need to pull them up from. Let's go, guys. Ontario, Canada. All right, sis. Yeah, I'm ready for a miracle. All right, Bahamas in the building. I know what that B stand for, DD. Bahamas, yes. Let's go. Come on. Something I've never seen. What about you? Raise your hand if you're ready for a miracle. Yes, let's go, y'all. Let's go. Time for a miracle. Come on. Get ready for overflow. Come on. Let's go. Raise your hand if you're ready for a miracle. One time for a miracle. Two time for a miracle. Come on, let's go. I'm getting ready. For overflow. I'm getting ready. Yes, y'all. Let's get it. Something I've never seen. Something I've never seen. All right, kings and queens, let's get it started. I will close out the chat for now so I can see the screens and manipulate these charts right quick. Welcome tonight, guys. Passive Queen is here with Study Hall. And let's get straight to it. Of course, you all know that we have NFP coming up this week right here. This is NFP week. Please, 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 I cannot reiterate enough to please be careful with these orange and these red folders. If you are a new trader, a novice, just coming aboard, catching you some pips, trying to learn how to catch you some pips, please stay away from these pairs. Please stay away from these pairs,
Power
okay?
off.
Today is a Monday. So, all right. So as for today so far, the only thing that we really had going on this morning was the euro. All right. The president spoke. I don't know what happened with euro because I'm not trading it. Tomorrow is Tuesday. We have one orange folder with the USD, and the further we get along the week, more and more folders will pop up. Okay, so please be mindful before you get ready to jump into the markets. Please come check the Forex Factory and FX Factory. Okay, I feel it's more beneficial to be on Forex Factory because everybody doesn't know all of these symbols for these different countries. Okay, but you can collaborate those two to make an informed decision on what trades you are going to be going in and which ones to stay away from. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So as for the 20 pip in dip indicator, we're gonna go through this. We're gonna do something a little bit different in study hall today because most of you all have gotten access to the 20 pip and dip indicator. Okay. So for anybody in the chat before we get started that has not actually got their 20 pip and dip indicator, you're going to go to this icon, ladies and gentlemen. The F and the X, it says indicators and strategies. Okay. You're going to click on this and you're going to go to invite only scripts. And it should be here from David Lenciaga. It should have a green lock on it. So that is where you're going to go and you're going to simply click on it and it's going to pop up over here. Okay, so as you can see, I already had one on, the other one popped up. Even if you have a free account, you'll be able to use the 20 pip and dip indicator, and it comes with the 50 moving average, so you do not need anything else to be able to get into this market and get you a little bit of bread. All right, so I'm going to just go over a few pairs that I'm in just to show you guys what you are looking for when you're trying to get into a trade on your own, nobody's help but your own, in the 20 pip indicator that is giving you the guidance that you need. Okay, so this is AU. I am in this on a buy. Guys, it's a study hall. Please, please do not jump in trades that have not been called recently. I'm going to say that again because a lot of beginners are losing money because they're so eager to trade and they're just jumping into trades because they know that they're in profit, but price point is where you need to be. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So with the 20 pip and dip indicator, as you can see, it is giving you a sequel of higher highs and lower highs and lower lows, things like that. So your indication for you to be able to get into the market, whether it's a sell or a buy, over here. All right. So this is a prime example. This is a move that already happened. Okay. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the 1 hour. We're on the 1 hour chart. But in this area, what do you see? You see lower highs. Well, first of all, you see the higher high. It made a lower low. Then it created a lower high, not another higher high, but a lower high. Then he gave you a higher low. So right now the market was basically indecisive. You don't want to jump into that. You want to look for a sequel or confirmation of higher highs or lower highs versus just it being this and that. Okay. So as you can see right here, ladies and gentlemen, it was playing at the 50 for a long time before it made its decision to drop. These red circles that you all see, that is basically the end of basically the market going back and forth to wherever it is. As you can see, our two candles right here, this is actually a hammering. Why? Because this is a big bullish candle and this is the baby. She is smaller than that one. So in that inclination, yes, it did go down, but it didn't go down by much. As you can see, it just consolidated in this area for a while. Now, what you want to see for opportunities to get in the market, look at this. After it did all the higher highs and lower highs and higher low and higher low, it gave us a higher high. It gave us a lower low from previous, this higher low. So it was creating a trend at this time, right? It crossed the 50. Keep in mind, whenever it crosses the 50, it has to come back and retest the 50, guys. Okay? So what does this chart right here do? Higher highs, lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows. Now you can look for anticipation of entering the market because it's crossed the 50. It hasn't retested the 50 yet, but it's creating lower highs and lower lows. That is your cue to understand the market is going down. Lower highs, lower lows. Here we go again. Here we go. We got another lower high. That was the entry. That was an entry, guys. You put your stop loss 10, 15 pips above the 50 moving average, and where it is giving you an indication that the market is going down. That was the second lower high, ladies and gentlemen. Second lower low. Third lower high. And it dropped. Gave us another lower low. Then it gave us a lower low than that. And then it gave us another lower high. You had no reason to get out of the market. This is how simple the 20 pip and dip indicator is, guys. If you all have been studying from my study hall, everything that Coach Max and the Dream Team has been dropping for us, guys, on these calls, even if you've missed the calls and you went back to see a recording and it just really didn't all click to you, this 20 pip and dip indicator is going to be so saucy for you to be able to get in the market as a beginner and make you some money. So as you can see on a sell, as you can see, it is always respecting this 50, right? So that was a lower low, another lower high. Lower high, lower low. And these areas here are just barricades, basically, letting you know where price is jumping from and going to. So the red, that's giving us our indication, yes, we're still in the sale. This is where the trend stopped, right? This is where the trend stopped. So as long as it keeps creating lower highs and lower lows, you stay in for the sale. But like I told you guys before, I'm currently in a buy now, right? Reason being, as you can see, market change. And yes, we're on the 1 hour time frame. Just a clue for some of you guys that may want to get into it later. I am not calling trades right now. We're going through study hall, okay? So I am in a buy now. As you can see, the market change from a lower high. It gave us a higher low. That was not your place to enter. But after all of this, it gave us a higher low from a lower low. So that is giving you, ding, 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 one inclination that the market may shift to a buy. So what did it do? It went up, it broke the 50, it came back and it retested the 50. And now she is on her way up, guys. She has created a higher low, a higher high. Anybody, and this is just a jewel, this is a gem, okay? I'm not calling it now. But if you have your 20 pip and dip indicator and you understand the basis of higher highs and higher lows and vice versa, all you want to do is right now, AU, of course, we know that's a New York pair. It may move in Tokyo and Sydney, right? Because of the Aussie, okay? So with that being said, once it creates, this is our higher high, we're looking for a higher low. We want another higher low, right? After it has created that other higher low, ladies and gentlemen, and you see an engulfing bullish candle or tweezers. When I mean tweezers, I'm talking about a bearish and a bullish candle equal in size, but the bulls are on the back end, which is, that means it's the last candle. You can jump into AU on a buy, okay? I'm just giving y'all some nuggets today. All right. Now on a 15-minute on AU, let's see what she's doing. She's above the 50 moving average. This blue line, that is our water. When she's out the water, we're buying. When she's in the water, we're selling. And on a 15-minute, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, let's just start from here. We had a higher high, higher low, lower high, higher high. When you see these in the midst of higher highs, you don't want to just jump into the market, because that lower high could, instead of it giving us a higher low, it could have given us, right, a lower low, but it didn't. But you want to, this 20 pip indicator is very, very powerful, especially for beginners, because we all know on a downtrend, the market is going to move in steps, zigzags, and vice versa. On buys, is going to do the same thing. It's never going to just shoot straight up or shoot down unless the market makers are trying to fake people out in the market. Okay, so higher high, higher low, lower high, but then it gave us another higher high, right? And then we had a higher low. Here we go with the lower high again, right? And then we got a lower low, high high, higher low. You want to wait. Like, people are like, so when am I supposed to get in the market? How do I know when to get into the market? When it is creating higher highs and higher lows continuously. So as of right now, on a 15-minute, it is above the 50 moving average, right? This is where it broke on a 15-minute, and I showed you guys what it was on the 1 hour, right? So this is a hammery as well. Let me get my little eclipse on out here. All right. This is a hammery as well. If you guys don't know what a hammery is, I urge you to get into your candlestick Bible. All right. This is a hammery as well. This is the mother candle, and this is the baby. Even though this is engulfing, this is in front of this candle. So it's a pattern that you need to understand about the markets. You can jump on a 15, an hour, 4 hour, 2 hour, daily, weekly. It doesn't matter. It just depends on how long you want to hold this trade subsequently. Okay. So after this hammering, it broke the 50 moving average. It broke it. It rode it. It wicked here on this 15. It wicked. The whole candle didn't, but it wicked here. And it went up. So now she's on her stairway to heaven. Okay. Actually, literally right here, she is consolidating, because right now, and it's 5 o'clock in the evening. You know, right now we're in a dead zone, kings and queens. We're in a dead zone to at least about 7 o'clock. You can start looking for you some entries for our Asian session anywhere between 7:30, 8 o'clock. You guys can definitely use your 20 pip indicator. She is your best friend. But as you can see right now, we're in a consolidation area. So it's a no trade zone. When I say a no trade zone, you don't want to jump in the market just because you know which way the market going. You want to get in at the best price point, period. So right now she has been consolidating 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 hour, 1, 2, 3, 4. She's been consolidating for about 2 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes. Now when she breaks out, she's above the 50 moving average. You want to get into a buy. When you get into your buy, you're going to put your stop loss below the 50 moving average. Reason being, price is going to always, no matter what trend it is going in, it will go back to retest the 50 at different times throughout this trade. It is definitely going to retest the 50 or get close to the 50. So to protect your bag, when you jump into the trade, you want to put your stop loss below the 50, and you can actually put it below your most recent higher low if you want to buy. So this is our most recent higher low, right? So we can put our stop loss. You can put your stop loss in, well, basically I'll put it right here because of this structure right here that I see, right? So you can put your stop loss here. And once you are literally in profit about, I can say 15 to 20 pips. Don't do it at about 10 pips, because it can easily go back to price and then continue to keep going, like a chance for you to get in for a second entry or third entry. So you want to give your trade some room to breathe, some room to move around, should I say, right? Now, let me look in the chat, see if we have any questions, and then we're going to move on to the next chart. All right, this is Bitcoin. Some of you all are in Bitcoin with me. We're in on a buy. We are riding her up to 11,000, and I may just leave one entry open and just trail my stop until she just conks out on me. Okay. Somebody has something in the chat. Let me see. All right. Are the crosses support? What you mean, sis? Unmute yourself, Nari.
So those crosses underneath the EMA, what is that for? Because I
Talking
know.
about like these little triangles.
No, man. The blue
These
cross.
down here.
Yeah.
Okay, those right there are just basically if any of you all have used like the 200 moving average, the 500 moving average, it's a brick wall, right? And you don't want it to break the brick wall. So with this here, this is just another inclination giving you the truth that Bitcoin is buying.
Oh, okay.
So if price was below this and these crosses were red, that's literally your brick wall to let you know you in a good downtrend.
If it was below it.
If it was below this, these
Okay.
will be red. If it was
Okay.
below, it will be red. If it's above, it's just giving you straight structure, letting you know that you're good on a buy.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna see a sell because I'm in a sell on another trade. All right. So I
For the
got
Bitcoin?
time.
For sell on Bitcoin?
No. I'm in a sell on something else. I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
giving y'all, I'm just going through the pairs so people can get their eyes a little bit trained to what they're supposed to see in the market when they're using the 20 pip and dip indicator.
Yeah. Thank you, sis.
You're welcome, my baby. All right, so on Bitcoin, let's go up to the hour because that's our key rule spot right there. All right, so just like my sis just asked about these crosses, look at what was happening here. They purple crosses, but they're supposed to be red. But we know that mean it was the selling thing, right? Look at how price kept playing in this area. Kept playing in this area. It was above the 50, but then it dropped below the 50. That made this trend invalid if it was an uptrend, right? And as you can see, higher low, lower high, higher low, higher high. These highs are not coordinating, so it's still a sit on hands on. Higher low, lower high, right? It's inconsistent right here. We need a clear pattern, a clear direction on if we about to get in on a sell or buy. Here we go, another lower high because it was high, it was lower than this one right here, right? And then here we go with the lower high. It broke the 50. It gave us another lower low. It gave us a lower high. It gave us a higher high, lower, a higher low, a lower high. So right now, literally people that are just jumping in the markets and really don't know too much about structure, you probably even got whipsawed, right? Because clearly it's not giving us any clear indication on which way the market is going. So when we entered the market on a buy, we entered, I believe I've been in this since the weekend. I've been in here since the weekend. So throughout, I'm trying to close this up a little bit and move it over. All right, there we go. I want to see, so I want to show you all something. All right. So right here was a perfect entry. Right here was a perfect entry. Right here was the perfect entry. And I actually entered Bitcoin at 10703.21. 10. Okay, so I enter way up here. 703. 703. All right, so I enter somewhere up in this area, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. But this would have been an optimal, even without the 20 pip and dip indicator. And I'm going to open it up so you all can see. Structure. You want to know candles. Candles is where your money is, like sis say, Coach Max say. All right, so as of right here, the change in the market, we had a doji, we had an engulfing bullish, which in actuality, this is a what you want to call this? A morning star. Is at the bottom. Well, actually, it's in the middle of a trend because this is right here. This is our wicked out candle, which fake people out letting people think it was going to sell. And this is where the market literally, right here at a major daily price zone that we marked up on top down analysis. This is where she actually churned over. And this just was a continuation pattern. This is a morning star, but it's in the middle of a trend. So that is giving you an inclination, that is giving you a ding, 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 cling, that it's a continuation to the upside. But in actuality, it's a second one as well because this is the 50 moving average. On top of her giving us our morning star action, we had a buy candle here, and then we had a nice bullish engulfing that crossed over the 50 moving average. She created a higher high. She killed this lower high over here. She gave us a higher high. So that was street inclinations that you was getting ready to get into the market, even if you didn't have the 20 pip and dip indicator. So after she broke, she came up. She gave us a strong bull. She wicked. That's less than half. That's less than half of this candle. So it's okay. If you ever get a wick candle on a 1 hour and the candle and the wick is basically half and half, you need to be leery because the market is reversing. But in this indication, it's not, because the candle is still way over half of what this wick is, okay? She gave us the higher high, and she played right here. She gave us another higher high. She came and retested the 50. If you missed this, you probably, me, I would have got in and put my stop loss here. That's me. But people that are not, they haven't gotten up their courage to jump in the trades on their own, you can definitely jump in when it comes back to retest the 50. Coach Max recommends it. I mean, I just have an appetite for risk. I'm just me. Don't follow me. Please don't follow me. Okay. But this retest to the 50 would have been a prime entry for you. Once you enter, you would have put your stop loss. See this higher low? That probably wasn't going to be created when you jumped in the market. It'll probably be created after. But you can look to your left. You can look to your left. From this entry right here, you could have put it, I would have put it here. Reason why I say I would have put it here is because of this area right here, this structure, this jibber jab, all of this right here. I would have put it right here. Give my trade some room to breathe. So 10,469.70 is where I would have put my stop loss. And after that, what did she do? Higher low. She created a lower high. Respecting this area, she came back to a higher low. You don't want to be concerned or get scared and jump off the market and give the market your money if she does not break the 50 moving average. And this is another rule that I learned. A true conversion, or should I say reverse of the market, is when the trend is giving you 5 candles closed past the 50 moving average. So what I mean is, if a candle was to cross back over here and close, right? That's going to be 1 candle. But you need 4 more candles. And even you can look on 15-minute, hour. You want 4 more candles to close in the opposite direction for you to understand that the market has changed. The trend has changed. So that's the key. I hope you guys are writing that down. That is a like a little red light bulb off in your head when you're trying to figure out if the market is reversing or should you hold on to your trade. Because look what happened over here. It broke. Fake out. It broke. It broke. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. But guess where they at? All in the kill shot zone. And when I say kill shot zone, I'm talking about all of this right here. This is the wick that I'm telling you guys about, the fake out wick, right? I said 5 candles after the crossover, but it's still in this area. This candle closed on the inside of this. So she is not going to sell. She's going back up. She's going back up. And that's just from what I know. I'm not a scary trader, and you really need to like take emotions out of trading. Just understand technical analysis, understand patterns, and understand your 50 moving average, and understand that candles are your money. You get you 3 clear confirmations, 3 to 4, and you take the damn trade. Don't be sitting there just looking at it and then, oh, I should have jumped in the market because I saw it, but it's no buts. You want to become a master trader. I want you guys to become one as well. So if you're scared, practice in your demo account until you understand logic about the higher lows and lower highs and vice versa, right? So what did she do? She kept giving us higher lows. Lower high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Lower high, because it's below right here, right? It gave us a lower low. Gave us another lower low.
and then she broke back up. Lower high. She didn't even give us another lower low or higher low. She just went up straight for the kill bill. Another higher high. A higher low. As y'all can see, she respecting the heck out the 50 because she hasn't crossed this since the fake out right here. She hasn't crossed this since our initial entry that I showed you guys back here. And as of right now, we already know in the middle of the day, dead zone. She's been consolidating. She's been consolidating. This whole area right here, this whole area is consolidation. This whole area is consolidation, ladies and gentlemen.
Sis, another confluence to know that that was just a fake out. The
Yeah.
pins or the circles is resistance or support, right? So it didn't break.
It didn't break.
Really?
It did not break.
It kissed it.
It kissed it. And literally that is your support, your floor. That created your support floor. And you can look to the left. Look at the left. Look to the left. All of these areas, a kill shot zone. A kill shot zone. All the way to here. Literally. Here, here. Kill shot zone. It could have actually, this candle could have came all the way down to here and then wicked up. Because what is it doing? It's knocking out our sellers. It's knocking out our buyers too. If you didn't have a stop loss that's too tight, or you really don't know and you just in a trade off of a whim. You want to know structure when you enter in the market so you can be confident no matter what. If you run into a stop hunt, you run into a wick off, you run into a fake out, you ain't lost no money. So as of right now, she is consolidating. She's been consolidating for quite a while now. All right. On a 15-minute, and we're going to look at a sell chart next. As you can see on a 15-minute, she's a clear consolidation. That's the same area that we marked up. And the reason why we don't want you guys trading in a consolidation zone is because you're not going to make no money. She just bungee jumping. She just she on a course, she on a string. Every time she get here, she going to pull back. Then she going to pull back. Then she going to pull back. But in the midst of that, if you would have gotten in at the right price action, it wouldn't have affected your trade at all because you got in at the perfect price zone and you can literally sit on your hands and wait for it to ultimately get to our TP, which is 11,000. All right. Let me look at, what am I in on a sale? USD Chef. I entered that this morning off a 20 pip and dip. Let me close this USD Chef. And this is literally a sale. So you all are getting a buy bias and you're getting a sell bias. So you can see the way that it looks on both ends, a sell or a buy. All right. Let me look in the chat. Somebody has a question. All right. Can you use the measuring tool and show us 20 pips from buy or sell? Why are the candles different colors? That's the color scheme of 20 pip and dip, darling. That's the color scheme of 20 pip and dip. But if you can see the wicks on these candles, the outline is very clear that it's a selling candle or it's a buying candle. That's just the colors. And yes, I can show you that as well, darling. All right, so we can just do this right here. Let me show you the measuring tool. You're talking about the ruler or you're talking about the short tool, baby? Anthony Bennett. The ruler? All right, baby, gotcha. All right, so just right here, this was an engulfing bullish, right? I mean, an engulfing bearish candle to the downside. I know that's at least 20 pips. So you're going to click over here on the measure. And basically, it's say, for instance, if you got in here, because you got to have some type of inclination before you jump in the market, right? You don't just jump here first, right? So after this made this bearish engulfing, once it closed here on a 50, that would have been prime entry for you. So right there, and then you scroll down. Literally, that was 31 pips before it started consolidating. So did that help? Anthony? All right. Sorry, no mic. That's okay. That's all right. That's why I'm keeping up with the chats for you guys. All right. All right. So let me erase the ruler. And let's look at structure on a cell with the 20 pip and dip, guys. All right. Let me close this up. And show you guys how the markets change. And you'll be able to understand. All right. Look at this big old. Let me close this up. I want y'all to see this. She was buying for a while. She was buying for a while, guys. Wow. All right. I'm just going to start here. All right. So this was a higher high, a lower high. Higher high, higher low. Because this one here is higher than the previous low. So as of right there, she was trying to give you a little inclination that she may be changing, but you got to wait for confirmation, right? So after this higher low, she gave us a lower high. Then another lower low close into this area. All right. And then what did she do? She crossed over the 50, guys. She crossed over the 50. When she crossed over the 50, she created a higher high. She gave us another higher high. And then she gave us a higher low. This is our retest right here. Cross, retested. That was, I'm not going to say right there would have been a prime entry, but this would have been right here for me. That would have been a prime entry for me personally. Why I said that is because, yes, she broke above the 50. She retested. She gave us a higher high. She gave us a higher low. But this doji, the dragonfly doji, that was a confirmation for me off the dump on a 1 hour. And she crossed the 50 moving average. And she retested it. I'm getting in there like swimwear. When I get in there, I'm going to put my stop loss below my most previous low, which is my higher low right here. And this is the lower low. They all are confluent with each other. Drop it here. Give your trades some room to breathe. After you drop your stop loss here, let's look at the motion and what she did. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Now we cross that 50, baby. Okay. Higher low. Lower high, higher low. Your ceiling right now is what you really want. You want to pay attention to your ceiling. I mean, to your flow. This is your flow. This is your support. You want to pay attention to your flow. The flow, yeah. Where your feet hit the ground, the floor. You want to pay attention to that. Because as long as she's respecting this 50, you have no reason to get out the trade. She gave us a higher high. She gave us a lower low. But she still did not cross the 50 moving average. I'm in there. She gave us another higher high. Higher low. Higher high. Higher low. Still respecting the 50. All the way up here, guys. Nothing but higher highs and higher lows. And she respecting the 50. She haven't crossed not once. But now I told y'all I'm in the sell. This is why I jumped into the trade, okay? I'm going to show you on a lower time frame as well. So the conversion, the reversing, the flipping of the market from a buy to a sell. We have a higher high and a higher low. This is our first lower high on a 1 hour time frame. She crossed the 50. She retested the 50. And she gave us a bearish engulfing. This is a bearish engulfing, ladies and gentlemen. She gave us a bearish engulfing. She fell. And right now she's in a consolidation stage. That's just what we have to be aware of right now. Right now is a dead zone. So it's a good time to teach and not be so focused on trading. But it's gearing you all up for you to get up the confidence and the tools that you need to become your own trader and be able to snatch you at least 20 pips at a time, right? So right now on the 1 hour, she has given us a lower high. She's broken the 50 moving average. She's retested the 50 moving average. And she's given us a bearish engulfing. That's 3 full indications that the market has reversed. Let's look at the 15-minute. 15-minute is key, guys. It's correlated with the hour. I don't typically use the 5-minute on jumping into anything except indices, because they move so fast and sporadically. It's gonna already show you on a smaller time frame what she doing, right? So with the 15 minutes, same thing. Structure. Well, my little sister, where you at, Nari? That's what I wanted to show you. So see how we have our blue crosses right here, solidifying the buy, being strong. Now you can see these blue crosses have turned burgundy, which purple, red is letting you know that the bears have taken over. So just off of our structure with the higher highs and higher lows, this is our 50 moving average. This is where she broke, lower high on a 15-minute. She broke. She playing right now. But I promise you, before it's all said and done and she does her major drop, the 50 gonna kiss. Candle and 50 moving average is gonna kiss. And then she's gonna drop those panties. So that's another trade idea for you guys. If you are not in USD Chef, I don't say enter now. Please, please do not enter now. But I'm giving you guys something to go look for tonight as for entry on USD Chef. USD is a New York pair, so that's in the morning. But Chef, yeah, you can play with Chef. So she can move during Asian because of the Chef, all right? But right now she is in consolidation. Keep in mind, our lower high, lower low, our second, lower high, lower low, all right? She's going to give us another lower low. She may give us a lower low, lower high right here. She can even definitely, like the 50 moving average, it moves according to the candles. So I am more than accurate and I'm more than sure. I'm 150% sure that before she does her major drop to the ground and do her dance, the 50 and the candle is going to kiss each other. And then she's going to give us action. So yes, this is used for 20 pips and dip, but learning those candlesticks, ladies and gentlemen, is going to increase your bank accounts, your trading accounts by a lot in a small amount of time. If you guys just understand lower highs, lower lows, break of the 50 moving average, retest of the 50 moving average, get in the market. So your confluences for either a sell or a buy is either lower highs, lower lows, break of the 50 moving average, retest, enter. On a buy, same thing. Let's see, GU. That's a sell. I'm about to look at the chart. I'm look at the chat, baby, and see who just sent me a message. Let's get the GU. All right. Now with GU, I'm selling. Okay. I've been up here. I've been up here. I've been in there. I've been in there. All right. Now let's look on the 1 hour. As you can see on the buy, what you're looking for buys. And I just said I'm selling, but this is just something that happened early on in the market, right? Here is our higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, lower low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, break. So all this time right here, she was playing games in this area. She was collecting contracts. She was collecting contracts, baby, on both ends. Both ends, guys. That's why we always reiterate, please don't just jump into a trade because you feel like it's going somewhere. You want those confluences so you don't even have to fret about the trade, be looking at your phone every 5-10 minutes. But what did she do? What did she do on the 1 hour? She gave us our higher high. She gave us a lower low. And then what did she do? She broke the 50, guys. She broke the 50. She played right here. And I want to open her up to see if she wicked off. She didn't wick off, but she came close to the 50. She didn't even, let me see, she broke right here to the downside, and then she broke back up to the upside. I'm trying to see where, all right, this was a break up, a retest, up, up, retest. So she played a lot. She got a lot of contracts right here, guys. She really did. She did. But as for me, right here on this, what was inclination for me? The engulfing, the fake outs. These wicks. On a 1 hour, come on. When they do stuff like this, they collecting contracts, literally. And then it's gonna go on the way that it wants to go. So it gave us one wick, and you can even see it down here, was collecting contracts, nothing. Kill shots on. All right. So we got 1 week, 2 weeks. She went up. We got a wick doji. Oh, nothing but doji. You mean to tell me this candle went all the way down here and it closed like this? You playing with me. Then we got the doji right here with the wicks, wickianas. And then she gave us an engulfing bullish. Even though she's below the 50, she gave us engulfing bullish. If you knew your candlestick patterns and you knew about the wick offs and the fake outs, you could have literally entered here and put your stop loss once again below your most recent low. So you see these wick offs right here. You could have easily looked to the left. And this comes with time. Don't feel overwhelmed, guys. Y'all can look at this video 1,000,001 times. I promise you, if you apply this, you're going to be taking your own trades within a couple of days. I'm just being honest, like literally. I made my first bands off of this 20 pip and dip, okay? So by me seeing this and this wick off, I just know price action and what's going on. I would have jumped in the trade. I would have put my stop loss probably, most likely, I would have put my stop loss here. So I wouldn't have risked too much. Literally, I wouldn't have risked too much. Me, I want little risk, a lot of reward, okay? Some people, you probably would have wanted it to breathe a little bit more. You could have did it below these 2 weeks. These right here, you could have put your stop loss right there. And it's still well below this area where they play games with the sell-off, the buy-off, the kick-off, taking contracts. And on the buy, after she broke the 50 moving average, she came, but she didn't quite hit the 50 moving average. She didn't even wick. She didn't even wick to the 50. She just went straight up. She went straight up. So guess what? You will see a retest of the 50. You will see a retest of the 50. Now, where she come? Who knows? We're going to look at the 15-minute and see if she retested on the 15. She doesn't have to always retest on the same time frame, okay? Please do not look for validation on a 5-minute. Please do not. But if you're looking at the 1 hour time zone, you can definitely look at the 15-minute, right? So as of right here, we got our higher high, our lower low. We're waiting on her to give us a higher low. When she gives us a higher low on GU, look for candles after that for validation of an entry on a buy. But she's selling, so you're probably not going to see it as of right now. You're just probably not. Right now, the market is reversing. Right now, on a 1 hour, she has a higher high. She hasn't given us anything. She hasn't given us anything right now. She just did a drop. Let's see what she's doing on a 15-minute. All right, she's consolidating. She's consolidating. She's consolidating. This is our brick wall up here. This was an inclination. These circles, even if they're green, inclination of letting you know which way the market is going. It said to sell. It has dropped. All we see is sell, 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 sell. We got consolidation. And this was the retest that I was telling you guys about, but that was on a buy. So let's look at the sell. She just starting a trend, my friend. Literally, she's just starting a trend. I mean, I just knew candlestick formation, and it it spoke to me, and I got in the sale. I got in the sale before he even called a sale, like a couple of other ones. You know, once you start seeing stuff, it's gonna come to you like nobody's business, and you're gonna just know when to get into the market. So as of right now, on the 15, she's just touching the 50. She's just touching the 50, ladies and gentlemen. So when she breaks here, when she breaks and closes below the 50 movement, I want you guys to look for a retest of the 50 before you jump into the markets. I want you guys to wait for her to break and close below the 50 and to retest the 50. And when she retests, you're not going to enter the market until you see bears have the gain. I'm not talking about small bearish candles. I'm talking about nice, thick, meaty bearish candles. You want the candles to let you know that the bears have control. You don't want to have big old bullish candles, because that ain't which way the market is going. The market tells you a story. She's going to tell you exactly what she's going to do if you understand price action. So as of right now, she's a no trade zone right now. She's creating higher lows, because she's above all of this over here. That's why she's creating higher lows. You want to wait for confirmation of higher lows, lower lows, lows. All you looking for lows. You want confirmation of the lows before you get into the market. You want it, you need it, you need it. Lower highs, lower lows are your key for selling. Higher highs, higher lows is your key for buying. Make sure that she has crossed the 50 and retested or gotten very close to her retesting. Okay, that is an exception to the rule. It's just what it is. All the time, trades don't go exactly where they want to go, but they go in the zone. They go in the area of where it's supposed to be. Which pair was the other trade I did? Can't remember, and I want to look at it after. It was AU, babe. AU buy. And yes, dear, sometimes it don't retest. Yes, you are definitely right. Yes. Yes. Let me look and see if there are any. All right, no other questions. It was AU buy, sis. All right, guys, we got 12 minutes. All questions, raise your hand, unmute yourself. Let's get personal. Let me know if this made sense to you, if you're still confused, if something that you're just not catching. I need y'all to let me know. Don't be afraid. No question is dumb. No question is stupid. Right now, this is a learning environment, and I don't care if you need to ask it 10 times. I need to make sure that you understand what you're seeing to get in the market. All right, somebody is unmuted.
Okay, I want to know, how do you enter the market at a particular price if that portion has already moved?
Say that again, Desha.
How would I enter the market? Let's say I wanted to enter at a particular price, but that section has already moved. So would I be able to still get in at that price?
I'm gonna tell you like this. You actually telling me, you asking me that because of the signals. So say for instance, somebody call a trader. I call a trader. Damo calls a trade. Right. And he calls this trade. Let's say for instance, they called this sell at 1.29276. If you are away from your phone, you're away from your computer, and you're not sure if you can still get in the market, you got about a 5 to 10 pip exception to the rule.
Okay.
5 to 10 pips. If it's past that, babe, don't mess with it.
Okay.
Now, besides that, if you know structure, right, you can wait for it to give you your series of higher highs and higher lows, or lower highs and lower lows. Okay. And once it gives you that second indication, like right here, When he gives you that second indication of a lower high, enter the market and put your stop loss 10 pips above that.
Okay. Okay, good. Thank you.
You're welcome, baby. Next question, ladies and gentlemen.
Power on. Fairing.
All right.
Connected.
Let me see something. I want to look at silver and I want to look at gold. Take all this stuff off my charts. All right. Remove drawings. All right. Jasmine Ray, unmute yourself, sis.
I am unmuted. I just wanted to do the proper thing by raising my hand.
I'm not messing with you this evening, sis.
I really don't have a question. I just want to say, you know, I personally appreciate you for getting on these calls and, you know, breaking it down to a level of understanding and making it make sense. That's pretty much it. Like, I really don't have nothing, not right now at least.
But I appreciate y'all too. I'm just trying to be a liaison or whatever they want to call it, the middleman in between the master traders and the novice. I'm not a master trader, but I am my own signal. I'm very much accurate. And I want everybody to be their own signal. So that's why I've dedicated Mondays to study hall to make sure that my people that feel like they just ain't getting it, they practicing, they doing what they're supposed to do, but they just not getting it. This here is just the babysitting table where I'm going to rock you by baby, and we're going to make sure that we drill it in, structure, breaking of the 50, highs and lows, and how to look for it to be in the market. So I appreciate y'all for being here. Y'all could be anywhere else today, but you guys made the sound decision for yourselves that you wanted to master the skill set, and a lot of people don't have that type of self-preservation and willpower. They don't. They're their own worst enemy. So I'm grateful to have all of y'all on this call. Trish, unmute yourself, sis.
Hi, Queen. I just want to say thank you because you just made me to a T. And thank you for doing these as well. It really is a good help. What I want to know is, am I looking on the higher time frame on the 1 hour, and then I'm going to take my trade, drop down on the 15?
Yep. So basically, let's go back. Let me do a prime example because this one here is kind of fresh. The USD shelf. I saw her earlier when I looked at and something else, you guys. I want to make sure before we get off the call. I want you all, please, 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 get the heat wave indicator. If y'all don't know what it is, I'm gonna scan a screenshot in the community. I want y'all to have it, especially for like NFP and things like that. You know, NFP is basically for the USD pairs, right? In euro and things like that. Say for instance, they have some pairs that are not being affected. You can still trade NFP. You just gotta know what trades to get into, right? And on the currency heat wave, what I like about it, with the 20 pip and dip indicator in the strength, it will literally tell you, like right now, USD is weak, is at a 2.86, right? And Chef is at a 6.71. That means Chef is high and USD is low. You want to go to USD Chef and look for entry, not just jump in the market. You want to wait for structure to give you life with no parole and get in there and get your time done, but come out with the bag, right? So right now, anybody is trying to get into a trade after a while, look for USD Chef to respect this 50 and then drop. Now keep in mind she is consolidating on the 1 hour, right? So it's a no-go. The 15-minute is your confirmation because she may retest the 50 on the 15 hour, right? So yes, you're gonna look at your 1 hour. We know she's selling because she's below the 50. We know she's selling. She done created a lower high. She done crossed over. She done gave us another sell emblem and she consolidated. We got our bearish engulfing right here. So you will go to the 15-minute and you're gonna wait for her to respect this 50. And then you're gonna jump in the market once she gives you a bear to the downside that's letting you know without a doubt, bears got the action. And you're gonna put your stop loss. I'm not gonna stay on 15 minutes. I want you to put your stop loss on a higher time frame to protect your bag, okay, without having you to have to keep going in and going in. So on this sell here, we enter on a 15-minute. Respectfully, just looking at structure, I will put my stop loss here. And the reason why I said here is because this way, I'm looking at all of this action right here. Why I say put it over here. I'm putting it above this, but I'm sitting it on the wicks. So if some people may not see what I'm doing, so let me get a horizontal ring. So these wicks, all of this, that's me. I'm putting my stop loss right there for what I see from the past. I see my sell-off, I see my wicks, I see structure. She's in the middle of this bearish engulfing. So if she come up here and she kick out half of this bullet, a bearish candle, it wasn't a trade for me. Did that explain it for you, baby? Or do I need to go deeper in the detail?
No, that was very well. Thank you so much, Queen. Appreciate that.
You're welcome, my darling. Let me check the chat. Yes, can you do it without the indicator? DI, yes, I can do it without the indicator, but unfortunately, we have 4 minutes left on this call. I hope you are connected to my YouTube channel. It is my government name. I'm gonna put it in the chat. And I have more than enough videos. I just had to really touch on this 20 pip and dip indicator because a lot of people have it. Some people are not able to get to the calls with my sis coach Max, and I got mine, so it was the perfect time to reiterate the 20 pip and dip indicator because most of you guys really don't understand structure. Some people do, and this call is literally beginner friendly. I'm not doing anything advanced. I'm not doing anything that's going to consume you or make yourselves feel overwhelmed or feel like quitting because it's not coming to you. So I apologize about that. Next Monday, we will do a mixture. We'll look at a chart, mark her up on the TDA, and show you how to enter off that without the indicator. And then we're going to flip the indicator off, on, and take all of the TDA off, and just to show you how it correlates and how you can do it without the 20 pip and dip because you really don't need it. It's just for newbies to know structure. But the 50 moving average is key. It's Prince, it's Queen. That's what it is. I just dropped it, baby. Ashonda Scott is right above your comment. Do it have to be under or over the 50 on both time frames to enter the trade? Yes. And not the 5 minute, Miss Glenda. 5 minute is only for indices, and I don't want anybody on this call that has not taken over 50 trades of their own that they've won to even try indices. I'm not trying to be mean. I just want you to protect your bag, and I don't want you crying in the chat talking about you lost your account in 3 minutes or 30 seconds because you entered on a 5 minute. And that 5 minute candle, after that 5 minute candle closed, it gave you a disrespectful candle in the wrong way. So yes, you want correlation on both time frames. So like on this 1 hour, I've been in USD Chef. I'm up 37 pips on USD Chef, okay? So it's not gonna harm me for her to play around. So look at the 1 hour on USD Chef, she's below the 50, right? And on the 15 minute, she's below the 50. Yes. 15 minute, 1 hour, same side of the 50 EMA. Yes, ma'am. All right, guys. This concludes our study hall for today. Thank you all for being in attendance, paying attention, being focused, guys. And you all know I have to end off. When push comes to shove, y'all rock with me, rock with me. If not, guys, thank you all for participating. And let's get ready for some greatness. A whole lot of different things about to change in our lives, ladies and gentlemen. And you have no idea where you will be in 30, 60, 90 days from now. You guys are very, very welcome.
I'll be nowhere. I'm going all the way above. When push comes to shove, the top, cause that's where I want.
You're welcome, my nana.
Cause that's where I gotta be. Growing up as a child, I always wanted to find the things. And I knew one day I'd get it. Even through my struggling, that made me a strong woman. I'm a survivor.
How many of you guys are tapping into your strength because it's the only thing you've ever been able to do? You didn't even know you could be that strong. And look at you. Look at your life and what you're doing right now. You're doing some stuff that people only dream of doing because they're so complacent. And they're afraid to step out on faith and learn a new skill set that's going to change their entire life. Shift them. Shift everything about them, guys. I'm so proud of each and every one of you guys. For real.
I remember when the days got rough. It was hard for me to survive. I couldn't depend on nobody else. The only choice I had was God. And He showed me another way that He would provide. Obstacles in my life made me stronger. Even though I wasn't surprised, I had people tell me they would be there. Just to hear them tell us all.
Don't let them talk to you, guys. Don't let them talk to you and knock you off your track. Stay focused. You got a whole community with you, behind you, on the side of you. We ain't going nowhere but to the top, guys.
I know you got it just for me.
Yay. Impact over profits, guys. Millionaires in the making. It's real out here. We ain't doing nothing but pulling our people up out the slums. Let's be great. And don't forget to pull your people up while you're going. Don't leave them. There's too many people that done left us. Too many.
My soul to keep. My days got brighter, my faith got stronger. That's where I aim to be. My family, they say don't give up. My haters, they wish me bad luck. But I ain't gonna stop, I'm rising to the top. I'ma keep going. When push comes to shove, I'm going all the way above.
We're gonna look at gold in a little while, sis. I got you. I'm looking forward to drop later on tonight. I got you, baby.
When push comes to shove, I'm going all the way above the top, 'cause that's where I wanna be. 'Cause that's where I gotta be. To the top, yeah. See you there. At the top, yeah. At the top, 'cause I'm there. At the top.
Yeah, I'm making trend change, sis. We're gonna look at it in a little while. I got you.
Yeah. When push comes to shove, I'm going all the way above the top, 'cause that's where I wanna be. 'Cause that's where I gotta be. When push comes to shove,
This truly concludes our study hall, guys. I love y'all. I see y'all in the chat. Let's be happy, guys.
that's where I gotta be.